2 weeks after a gas explosion killed this little girl, we now know where the most dangerous natural gas pipelines are in Dallas County. It wasn't easy and it wasn't fast, but we got our hands on a map showing hundreds of miles of dangerous iron pipe carrying gas all over the city, from South Dallas to the heart of the Park cities. We all need to pay attention to what Tanya Iser uncovered.
We smelled a lot of gas when we walked out one day.
Meet a couple who live nowhere near the voluntary evacuation zone Atmos created. In fact, Bart and Cynthia Zolnowski don't even have the same kind of pipe being replaced in that neighborhood. They live in the M streets in East Dallas.
Our neighbors tell us, like, oh yeah, it's a common thing to smell gas and you just have to call them.
They are worried, and they should be.
Nobody wants a gas leak. It's kind of scary, yeah.
While Atmos crews work replacing leaky steel pipes in northwest Dallas, the Zolnowskis have what's called cast iron piping near their home. Federal regulators have warned of its dangers for decades. In fact, the feds have urged states to replace all cast iron piping. To date, 21 states have replaced cast iron altogether. Texas is not among them. Should they still have any cast iron pipe in the ground?
When you look at the history of cast iron pipe and all the problems, I would say absolutely not.
Don Deaver is a pipeline safety expert.
It should never be used to transport something that's dangerous.
There has been some replacement work done in Dallas, exactly 49 miles in the past 3 years. But there is still 409 miles of pipe running under the city. And in University Park and Highland Park, those cities have an additional 30 miles still in the ground. Same kind of pipe that the feds say is dangerous.
I mean, I didn't smell nothing, I got, once I turned the light on, it just exploded.
7 years ago, a cracked cast iron pipe led to a gas explosion that maimed Domingo Mendez and his family.
I couldn't have been able to go on out if it wasn't for my dad.
There's still lives out there, that are at risk because of of the old gas line.
In a recent memo to County Judge Clay Jenkins, Atmos says it expects to remove all remaining cast iron pipes in Dallas by the end of 2023.
What I'd like to have done is I'd like to have it done just as soon as possible. I'd like to be able to get it all done this year.
Don Deaver has been an expert witness and consultant in previous Atmos explosions. He has strong opinions on how Atmos handled this latest explosion. In the 2 days before that deadly house exploded, 2 other homes caught fire nearby. Both were natural gas related.
With that first one going out there, Atmos should have been swarming all over that huge area with these extensive leak investigations before anything else happened.
Atmos officials blamed unforeseen shifting soil conditions for the decision to replace 27 miles of steel pipe in that neighborhood.
I would say that they have a hard row ahead to prove that that was the case, that the likelihood that that was a primary cause is very, very, like Desi Deed used to have, slim and none.
With the Atmos crisis still unfolding, Deaver leaves us with this.
I don't think that Atmos does anything that doesn't involve the cost as the #1 consideration.
Tanya Iser, Channel 8 News.
So if you live in a home with cast iron pipes, how do you know if there's a gas leak? The smell is one warning sign. Companies add an odor to natural gas, giving it a distinctive rotten egg smell. But sometimes that odor can be stripped away when moving through the pipes. That's when a natural gas alarm will help. They're widely available online and start at around $50. If your alarm goes off or you smell gas, get outside and call the fire department immediately. For a closer look at what neighborhoods in Dallas still have cast iron pipes underground, we've posted a map for you on the front page of our website, WFAA.com.